Hello Scorpio, and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month reading for May, second half of May. So Jupiter moves into Taurus in the mid-May. Mercury turns around and goes direct, which is great news. And what else happens? There's a new moon in Taurus on the 19th, and then we move into Gemini season. So lots happening with the fixed signs as well. So there's going to be some interesting energy around. We've got Three of Shells, Playfulness, Bliss. I absolutely love this card. Look at those beautiful dolphins. Just, yeah, this is very inner child energy. It's very much about, it's the Three of Cups. It's about connection, your emotional connections, and what's making you happy and what isn't making you happy. So it may be that you're finding yourself very drawn to people that you're feeling very connected to, and it might feel the kind of exact opposite with other people. So this is inner child coming in and wanting to kind of guide you as well, Scorpio. So, but it's the card of celebration. The word doesn't exist. Celebration. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so let's see. Here you are. What's shifting and changing? Cup 7, Moon, Scorpio. I love it. So we've just had your beautiful full moon in Scorpio, the eclipse, and so you've probably been feeling things pretty intensely. But yeah, this is where the emotional flow comes in. You might actually start to feel a little bit happier again with some of those things that have come up and out and ready to be cleared. The picture's starting to get a bit clearer. I just feel this kind of emotional flow that's coming through, which is actually really nice. I think it's good, Scorpio. Okay, great. Let's go with that. That feels good to me. And I don't know if you know, but my moon is in Scorpio as well. So kind of feeling that one, feel that card quite. But yeah, it feels like you've kind of been through the ringer with a few things emotionally, and now I'm ready for this playfulness and bliss energy, you know, moving into some nicer waters. So let's see what is coming through. Okay, feels like there could have been release of old karma, and it's like I can be a little bit freer of some of that more intense emotional energy now. So let's see. Venus is in Cancer, which is going to be a nice energy. It's going to trine a lot of your energy, and that might be what this playfulness and bliss energy is about here. So Scorpio, I just wanted to let you know that you're going to want to feel more in control, though, with the Emperor of the situations around you at this moment in time. So it's interesting with the Grand Cross that's happening in the fixed sign. So it's happening in your sign, the South Node in Scorpio, the North Node in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, Mars is going to be in Leo, and we have Pluto in Aquarius. So we've got a bit of a fixed Grand Cross happening here, which means something's going to be, it's like a crisis of change that has to come in. Something's going to have to change. So even though there's this nice emotional release and energy, it's like the Emperor's going, right, I want to take control of some other things that are happening around at this moment in time. So Scorpio, just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Scorpio. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. Really trust your intuition. Of course you do, because you're a Scorpio. So, and I'd love it if you'd like to check out the beautiful Patreon community that we're building and growing at this moment in time. The link for that is in the description box below. Lots of extra content going on. Oh, we've got the Eight of Swords here. Okay, hidden. So the link for that is in the description box below, and that's another way to be able to support my channel as well, which I would truly appreciate. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Yes, the emotions are good. The King of Pentacles, here you are. You're bossing up here. You're really stepping into your authority, Scorpio. Look at all these aces. We like the Ace of Cups. Very nice. The Lovers, big choice coming in for you. Ooh, okay. And yeah, wow, the new direction. Yeah, big choice with a new direction. The Queen of Swords. So it's, yeah, this energy, it feels like something has to shift and change. There's a choice to step into the new. And I think you're seeing it really clearly here, but it might feel a little bit like restricted by it in some way, shape or form. So we've got the Emperor here. I feel like this is a situation. So you're dealing with power, authority, or authorities and powerful people around you at this moment in time. So this can be anyone, like bosses or the government, or banks, it can be anyone. It could be somebody who's like an authority in your life, so it can be parents but this was ultimately it's you stepping in to take control and being the boss and bossing up here, being the emperor. And you're crossed by the Strength card, which is might be a little bit of a question of, am I strong enough? Am I resilient enough? Am I brave enough here? But I still, know I need to take control of this situation and create some kind of order when there's chaos around. And here you are with the Three of Wands in your conscious mind. So interestingly, this is the young emperor. So there's a bit of we've got the emperor and the young emperor here. So someone's not feeling super confident because they might be in a situation where they're either the young emperor, like it's all new, or they don't have the experience, or they're, not sure about the footing in the situation. So it's kind of an interesting... I think you find yourself in like some kind of new situation where even though you're feeling powerful, your power authority might be questioned in some way, shape or form. So to step into that, it might be a challenge to do that. But in your conscious mind, this is the young emperor looking for some positive results. So it feels like even though it's new, you're like, I want some good results coming in here with this. So it feels like it's an interesting kind of power situation here between where you're being tested or challenged in a way, I guess. And at the base, what's happening deep down is this Eight of Swords. So it's almost like, this is the card of feeling really restricted, or there's limitations, and wanting to kind of potentially break free of that, of some kind of old belief system or somebody else's opinion of you. It's like I just want to kind of, almost feels like you want to prove yourself here, Scorpio. It's like I want to prove that but there's still doubts about that. But you're still kind of very powerful. They were saying you are the emperor, but you might feel like the young emperor. So you're the emperor that feels a little bit like, am I not strong enough? But you've come in as the emperor, so they're saying you are. So in the recent past, we've got the Page of Pentacles. This is the new opportunity that you're kind of stepping into. So it may be connected to your work, even with the Page of Pentacles. There's been some kind of message or new thing that started up around work or career, or something to do with money, the way your money's been working. It feels very much, connected to those sort of themes. I mean, it can also be related to your health and to your living situation. There's definitely a new cycle started up around that's coming in. In the near future, we've got the Knight of Cups. So I feel like it's a sense of, I like that these emotions are flowing nicely for you, because it feels like you're being very emotionally driven. You're moving forward emotionally and through some emotions, and about to cross kind of a threshold into a new situation. So your emotions are guiding you here, and you might feel a little bit more sensitive or emotionally open in a way. But it does feel like there's a sense of following your heart with this one, which is interesting. You're presenting as the King of Pentacles, which is interestingly, your opposite sign, the Taurus energy. So this is, again, the King of Pentacles is very powerful, very generous, got this sense of, I've got what it takes. So it's this strange sense of feeling powerful and self-belief versus like this kind of fear and doubt that could be coming in around it as well, Scorpio. But the King of Pentacles is kind of, either there's money or resources or some kind of skill, something you've got to offer the situation here, and you've got it in bucket loads, being the King of Pentacles. You're resplendent. You've got some sort of gift or ability or something you've got, and it's like you're not turning up empty-handed. You're turning up as the King of Pentacles. You've got it, what you need for the situation. So the universe keeps saying that, keeps saying don't doubt yourself here. The energy around you is the Ace of Pentacles. So new energy, definitely on the material realm, right next to the page. Perhaps there was some kind of, it's very, very new. Something new is being activated here, that perhaps you've got a new boss, or having to deal with new authorities, or a new bank, or a new project that you're doing, or starting your own business, something new where you're kind of really potentially questioning, have you got what it takes in a way. So the Ace of Pentacles, there's something, new path is opening up, new cycle. Hopes and fears, the Ace of Cups. This is wanting to feel good, like feel happy. It's like new feelings coming up and healing and birth of happiness, joy. And maybe it's like you don't want to feel super emotional about it, or let your feelings overtake or get in the way. That could be something that could come through with it as well. I feel like there's a lot of you're moving forward, but there is a lot of emotions attached to it as well, of this sense of proving yourself. So we have a choice coming up with the Lovers card around something that you're battling with and struggling with, self-confidence, self-worth, whatever it is, about stepping in and activating and making the change and stepping into the new path, whatever that struggle is. Whether it's an emotional struggle or you just don't want to change for whatever reason. The Two of Wands is the new path coming in, and there's some sort of battle or struggle around it, but you have the choice to step into it. So, it feels like there is it's an important choice. And it could be, if this Lovers card is about the soulmate energy, about relationship or relationships around you, there's a potentially new path that opens up that can at least look at why you're struggling with it in some way, shape or form, and create maybe a new direction that comes in with that. So it could all be interconnected in some way. But the overall energy, we've got the Queen of Swords, and, the Queen of Swords is this very deep, divine feminine energy, what's going on inside your mind. And she's got her head above the clouds of fear and doubt. She's not scared. She's getting really clear and resolved inside of herself of the choice and the decision that she's making here. So about the new path, the new direction. And it's really important for you to get clear inside of yourself first before you say yes to something, or clearly communicate your decision and answer here with the new path that's coming up. So I do feel like it's almost like there's an opportunity here to change, and you really need to have to decide to choose to step into it and to trust that it's the right direction and that you're going to be okay and that you're strong enough for it. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Scorpio. Let's see what's coming in for Scorpio. We have, I see my parents as tiny children who need love. So this kind of could be some of the old karmic stuff that's come up, old belief systems. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I know now that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. So that may suggest that one of the things that you're struggling with here is something that you were taught as a child. So that was somehow undermining your strength in some way, shape or form. Interesting. So yes, okay, we have the Hand. Interesting. The Hand. So the Hand represents protection. It really does. It's like warding off energies and protecting yourself emotionally. That might be something that's really important here, to kind of create a bit of a safe emotional place for you here. And to kind of work out what you've created in your mind as the enemy. Is it real, and does it truly exist, or is it something else? So what are you actually defending or warding off here, and why? So that's kind of, it feels like there's no definitive. I'm not getting like, an answer in a way. It's more about, it's important to do the questioning. But I get that it's really important to have the emotional safety and nurturing as well, while you're going through this process of getting quite clear. That's it, Scorpio. I feel like there is an exciting new direction coming in here, just a little bit of resistance about moving into it. But the universe is very much giving you a lot of clear messages about that you're really capable of this. You're strong. You've got what it takes, and there's some really nice emotional energy as well of people that you can connect with, which is really nice. Inner child guiding you through some emotional waters. So that's your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments because that helps the channel grow, and I truly appreciate it. And if you're interested in supporting the channel even more and checking out some of the extra content that's being made on the Patreon channel, the link for that is in the description box below. Love it if you check that out. So take care, Scorpio.